Hello, Franklin families. I am Miss Farrar, the Library Media Specialist, and this week's Franklin Friday Read Aloud is Dear Malala, We Stand With You. And this story, well, actually, it's not a story, it's a letter that was written to Malala from girls all over the world to speak about empowerment. Dear Malala, we stand with you. Who is Malala? On October 9th, 2012, a 15-year-old girl on her way home from school in Pakistan was shot in the head by a member of the Taliban. Malala Yousafzai had been speaking out in public about the right of all girls to have an education, something the Taliban were against. They thought that shooting her would stop her campaign, but they did not know how strong Malala is. She was flown to England for life-saving treatment and has recovered. Malala and two other girls who were wounded in the attack are attending school and living in England. Malala is more determined than ever to work for every child's right to an education. For her bravery and effort on behalf of all children, she has received almost 30 awards and honors, including Pakistan's National Youth Peace Prize, the Kids' Right International Children's Peace Prize, President Clinton's Global Citizen Award, the Ambassador of Conscience Award from Amnesty International, and the Freedom of Thought Prize from the European Parliament. In 2013, Malala Yousafzai became the youngest person ever nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Dear Malala, we have never met before, but I feel like I know you. I have never seen you before, but I've heard your voice. To girls like me, you are a leader who encourages us, and you are a friend. Because of your courage, there are even special days named after you. Malala Days, all over the world. The first time I heard about you was such a terrible day. You had been shot simply because you went to school. But you survived. You still wanted to learn. You spoke up for yourself and other girls too. People everywhere wondered why it was so hard for girls to get an education. But you and I know the answer. In many countries, bullets are not the only way to silence girls. Early marriage, poverty, discrimination, violence, all play a part. But because you are a girl, you have shown the world that these things will not stop you. You, Malala, have reminded us that it is your right, my right, every child's right to go to school. Instead of living in fear, we must shout for change. Because I am a girl, I am writing to let you know that every day is Malala Day. Girls everywhere are behind you. We are raising our hands to stand with you and demand a chance for everyone. We are all Malala. The world will see what girls can achieve if only they let us. On July 12th, 2013, the day of her 16th birthday, Malala Yousafzai stood to speak to nearly 1,000 delegates to the United Nations Youth Assembly. The Secretary General of the UN had just proclaimed that day to be Malala Day. Here are parts of Malala Yousafzai's speech. So here I stand, one girl among many. I speak not for myself, but for all girls and boys. I raise up my voice, not so that I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. Those who have fought for their right to live in peace, their right to be treated with dignity, their right to equality of opportunity, their right to be educated. Dear friends, on the 9th of October 2012, the Taliban shot me on the left side of my forehead. They shot my friends too. They thought that the bullets would silence us, but they failed. Weakness, fear, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage were born. I am the same Malala. My ambitions are the same. My hopes are the same. My dreams are the same. Dear brothers and sisters, we must not forget that millions of people are suffering from poverty, injustice, and ignorance. We must not forget that millions of children are out of schools. We must not forget that our sisters and brothers are waiting for a bright, peaceful future. So let us wage a global struggle against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism, and let us pick up our books and pens. They are our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one pen, and one book can change the world. Education is the only solution. Education first.